I would like to kind of break from the norm today and not go right into COVID-19 stuff, because the census is going on right now, the 2020 census, and it's so very important that we get a good count on our population. As of today, I believe about 58% of our known addresses have filled out the census form. So we've got a long way to go, and the deadline is in October. So if you haven't done your census, please fill out those forms. It's real easy right now to do it. You can do it online, you can do it by phone, you can do it by mail. Only takes 5 minutes to get it done, and it gives us a good count. You know, there's about $657 billion involved that the city of North Little Rock gets part of, and the better count we get will give us a little bit more money to take care of all the things that we do, you know, street and police and fire and all those things. So take time, let's get those numbers up. Let's try to get a 100% count. I really think we've got at least 70,000 people in our city, and we need to make sure that the federal government knows that we've got 70,000 people. So I encourage you to do the census. You know, the My City campaign that we've been working on as far as small businesses and trying to help them is going great. We closed the applications last week. We're working on divvying out that $400,000, and so hopefully those monies will be flowing here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. You know, one thing that we're going to do is we're going to reach out to a bunch of different small businesses, and most of this is by surprise. We're taking out a camera crew and catching some of these local businesses by surprise. So it's all candid conversations, and we're really getting a lot of good feedback from everybody. And they're about a 2-minute video, and so we're doing several of these, and we're going to be playing them weekly for you. You know, it shows you that, you know, we want to encourage entrepreneurship in North Little Rock, and so when these when you're listening to these small businesses, remember they're making an investment in North Little Rock, and we want to return the favor and do business with them. So right now, we'll show you our first video.
We are super excited to be members of the North Little Rock family. It's really a great network of partners that work together, that share, and by partners, it's led by the city. I think what I found most fascinating about the city is its deep relationships with business partners and deep relationships with residents. And all of that seems to be pushing towards, you know, a really big vision of a community that works together, that thrives together, and it feels like my city.
Yeah, I think one thing that's really unique about North Little Rock, and especially our time here with Innovation Hub, is anytime that we have question, or anytime that we you know, need additional support, or we need to talk to someone, you know, over at City Hall, it just has been so easy to pick up the phone and be able to contact that person. You're not getting a recording. You're able to get an answer pretty quickly, and everybody seems to mobilize. It's been really fun to work with the city to, you know, to watch that happen, but also continue to ask the city, and of course the city council and the mayor and the whole team, like, what can we do better to serve? And the conversations that we've been able to have with the members have been amazing, and it's really helped us make sure that we're providing the right type of access for the community, and so it's been fun to watch.
You know, fortunately, I think both because of the team we have and because of the community we exist in, everyone stepped up and said, okay, well, how can we serve during COVID? So, you know, we've been providing online classes, we switched everything to virtual, we've been producing PPE, and that's been helpful, it's been good, it's been impactful, and yet I know we're ready to get started, and I know we're thinking about how we open back up in a way that allows us to both serve and serve safely. Right. And we're excited about that.
I definitely want to ensure people that we are working really hard to make smart decisions so that we can make sure we have a clean atmosphere and a safe atmosphere for everybody to get back in here. Yeah. So,
you know, it was always great to be an anchor in any community, and the Innovation Hub is definitely an anchor in North Little Rock, but it's even better when you're an anchor in a community like this. And we're thankful to the city for making this place feel like our city.
You know, we've had a lot of calls and questions about the senior center opening up. We're really working hard to try to make sure that we can do this properly. So I'm anticipating that it might be maybe the middle of July before we feel really comfortable of being able to meet the needs of our seniors. So I will keep you posted on a weekly basis on when that's going to happen and what the rules are going to be. But I think it's going to be another 3 or 4 weeks. So we'll let everybody know what's going on there. You know, we've got this pandemic is not over, and we're getting a lot of suggestions from a lot of different people on what we can do. A lot of the things that you're hearing about, we don't have the legal authority to do. But one thing I do have the legal authority to do is encourage you to wear your mask, to practice social distancing, to wash your hands. Do all the things that are necessary that the governor and the Department of Health are asking us to do. I think we're doing a good job of making people understand how important it is. So I encourage you again, wear your mask when you get out into the public, when you can't be socially distant. So with that, I'm counting on you to follow the protocol, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks.